Hello, first, I want to tell you about Story Dice. This is a great free website which you can use to help you learn English and write stories. There is a button on the website which you can click and it rolls 5 dice for you. Each dice will show a picture and you can use this to inspire you to create a story. I really advise that you write in your target language in order to improve your understanding of it. Hello and welcome to Simple English with me, your teacher, Callum Hems. I help people to improve their English pronunciation, vocabulary, and communication skills. This video is called How to Become More Fluent in English, and I want to share with you 3 things which I would like you to remember. The first thing that I want to highlight is practice deliberately. What does that mean? I mean that watching films and cartoons is a great way to learn passively, but it might go over your head. Be aware of passive learning. This is what you're doing now. This improves your listening skills, but it will not improve your speaking skills. So I want to advise you to learn actively. This means finding a tutor, finding a teacher, or going out in the country of your target language and communicating with people in the city. If you can't do that, you could find an online teacher or a speech club to attend. I also recommend finding a course book because I think that all of the material there is laid out in a logical order which you can follow. If you go straight into reading books in your target language, you might not have the skills at that level required to read it efficiently and effectively. Course books lay out the grammar rules in a logical path that you can follow to improve your language the fastest. I recommend having a teacher while you follow a course book because I feel that that is the fastest way to improve. And here's another tip for you. When listening to the audio tracks in a course book, try to treat the exercise as a dictation, and in this way incorporate your writing skills into your practice too. Most course books have the audio scripts printed at the back, so when you listen to the audio track and write what you hear, when you have finished you can check how similar your piece of text is to the audio script in the book. And in this way you will learn faster than if you just listen. Now I'm brought to my next point on the list, which is what is the best course book? And I really recommend English File. These are the books that I used when I was studying my CELTA. These are the books that I often use with my private students. I really feel that the English File course books have modern and interesting information in them which keeps the lessons fun and keeps learners and teachers active throughout the lesson. So we are now brought to my second point that I want you to remember, and this is to write patiently. So unfortunately, when we're learning a new language, we cannot always get speaking practice. Often we are just sitting at home with no friends to communicate with or no one online to communicate with. And this is when we need to write, because we cannot always speak in these times. Yes, we can stand alone and verbally project ourselves, but we might annoy the neighbors. So I really advise you to write in your spare time. This will help you to revise the new words that you have learned. This will help you to construct sentences in your head and play with the vocabulary and the word order, which is very important when it comes to English. And I think that also writing is a very good way just to learn about yourself to deconstruct or construct your own thoughts and opinions and prepare yourself for conversations outside of your house or your home. Here are some tools that might help you write. I've already mentioned Story Dice at the start of this video. I also think that Rhyme Zone is a very nice website which you can use. Not only can you find rhymes on this website, but you can also find descriptive words. And now they have a new function, which is to find quotes with your searched words. So you can type in tree, for example, and you can receive the rhymes, the common descriptive words, and also quotes with the word tree in them. There is also a couple of other websites that you can explore if you want themes to write about. So you could just type in the search bar ESL conversation questions, and you will find some websites with themes. You can click on the theme and there will be a list of questions for you to think about. You can use these to inspire conversations with other people, or you can use these as questions to inspire an essay perhaps, or a shorter piece of writing, maybe one paragraph, so that you can practice expressing yourself but through writing. Hi guys, I just want to stop here and remind you that if you like this content, please hit the like button and subscribe. You can also sign up for notifications to become a super subscriber. Thank you so much. And here is my third point. This is speak confidently. So what do I mean by this? Well, I mean it is quite necessary to get out of your comfort zone. If you feel shy communicating in the other language, you will definitely progress slower. So you have to not be afraid to make mistakes, not be afraid to look like a fool. Just speak and really push yourself, push past your fears. Make sure that you are expressing yourself, that if you have an idea in your head or in your heart, just try to put it in words in the foreign language and get it out of your system. Let someone hear it. So this is where I want to say that it is very important to find a teacher in the foreign language. Obviously find friends. If you can, then find a partner, a girlfriend or a boyfriend. That is one of the most effective ways to learn a new language. Try to do all three. Get yourself some friends, a partner, and also a teacher, or even 2 or 3 teachers if you really want to learn. It is so important to get yourself out there and find people who will let you make those mistakes when you're learning the language. Do you live in the country of your target language? If you really want to learn, you could move to a different country. That is a very serious thing to do, but many people have done it, and it is a wonderful, wonderful experience. Then get yourself out in the country, join clubs, go to events, bars or shows, the theatre, music events, and meet people and communicate with people in that country. I would like to advise you to look at the Toastmasters website. Is there a Toastmasters club near you that operates in the target language? Can you go and join it? This is a great way to get out there, to be able to meet people and learn from them, listen to different speeches, and also practice public speaking yourself. Can you practice public speaking in your target language? That is without a doubt one of the best ways to improve. And have you thought about taking a course in your new language? And I don't mean a language course, I mean perhaps you're interested in guitar. Maybe you could find a guitar teacher who will teach you in the foreign language. Or if you're interested in writing or art or meditation or business, perhaps you could take a course that is in your target language. That will obviously be very hard and is for the more upper, intermediate and advanced levels, but what a great way to progress your language. That is all I wanted to share with you today. I'm so glad that you've been watching. I hope that you find this information useful hand. As always, please subscribe, hit the like button, sign up for my notifications if you want to become a super subscriber, and I will see you in the next Simple English video. Thank you. Have a good day.